Okay, so we're going to talk about trauma and how you can properly handle trauma and come out of it the best version of yourself. First, you guys already know me, your girl. I really love this top. Cute. I wanted to give you guys some style today. Okay, first of all, we're going to go cultural / whatever it is. I always have to give you guys a backstory. Maybe a personal one, right? I think you guys already know my thing now. So, personal story about my trauma. So my trauma has been a lot. Let's just talk about first cultural, because in my culture you have to be a certain way and it is going to be instilled in you whether you like it or not. It's going to be instilled in you from childhood. And it's like the way I think of cultures like these is that it's designed to control you. And because right, okay, I'm gonna explain why it's designed to control you, right? Because first it needs to indent an intense emotion within your subconscious mind. First of all, that's how trauma is created. It's just an intense emotion that's shoots through your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind just distributes information. Now you're trying to live your life through this experience, right? So immediately you understand what that is. What if you start thinking of trauma like that, oh, you're gonna really start your actual what is it, your healing, right? You're gonna start your healing once you start to see trauma as that. Okay, and that's what I did. Because first of all, you guys already know I'm Hausa, Muslim. This is just bizarre to it blows their mind. Anyone that's actually seeing me like this, it blows their mind. They think I'm wayward, I'm the worst person on earth, name it. And in the beginning, I know my dad probably wants me to be this person that they have an idea of who they want you to be, right? So they want to force it in you, and they'll find ways to get you to believe that this is the best thing for you, and it doesn't matter how you feel about it. They're going to try and find all these techniques and this thing. So as all of this was happening, I was so confused. And to me, because first of all, if this information is coming directly from your parent or your trusted caregiver, you're going to think to yourself, okay, maybe they're right, they know best, blah, blah, blah. And I tried my best, bro. I tried everything in my might to try to be that which they wanted me to be. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I was just hurting myself every single time. And every time I resist, the push is harder. Every time I resist, the push is harder. So at least you guys kind of understand what happened in my case, right? So it's just a lot of intensity happening. Whether it's you're being shamed for what you're wearing, to the point where that embedded in my subconscious mind. So the intense emotion that's going through my subconscious mind when I'm being shamed for what I'm wearing, if I'm showing skin, blah, blah, blah. It's oh, you're this, you're that. I don't want to say any vulgar things, but you're this, you're that. You're not even a proper Muslim, you're not that. All of these things. And because your brain is learning things and you're growing without proper knowledge as to, oh, this is just manipulation, you're going to consume it in a way that your subconscious mind is going to feel very intense. And especially because the delivery is shame, it's going to come into your mind and just consume your entire body. Now you're just constantly this, and you're trying to protect yourself. I'm still reliving this thing because wow, what a crazy world that was. Okay, so first of all, this is how I got out of that quote-unquote world in a proper way. Because first I told myself I cannot allow myself to become these people, because it just didn't make any sense to harm anyone. just because I don't, honestly, it's so confusing, and abuse is designed to be confusing. That's the thing. It's designed to like rupture your mind, give you cognitive dissonance to the point where you give up and you cave in and you're like, F it. This is how life is supposed to be, I guess, whatever. So just keep in mind, it's an abusive tactic as well. It's just designed to control you. So first, the way I got out of like this entirety, this is the best part, the entirety of like the world that I was born in. First, I would hide the knowledge I was gaining, because I felt I was very overpowered by the community itself, because once you find your way leaving and people realize and notice, they might interrupt you. That's not always the case, but in my case, it was like that. It's like they might interrupt your healing, and your body has already consumed a lot of things. It's going to just react. Like, it's just going to react in the moment. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, because your body has felt that like trauma, and it's like, oh my god, danger, and this and that. And then you're gonna be back in the loop over and over and over and over and over and over. It's designed to keep you in that world. So what you're going to do to help you is first understand, like, have a new definition for trauma. Trauma is an intense emotion that is like, you know, when a rocket or a flash, you know, the flash has like that little like striky thing. It's like an intense emotion just gushing through your subconscious mind that's just saying like, oh my god, like this is a lot. And so it's distributing. So once you start like restructuring your idea or concept of trauma, then what you're going to do is you can either like replay that memory and then give it a new emotion or new feeling. Mind you, you have to keep doing this in like an area where it's quiet and an area that just like you're not gonna be disrupted. Capiche? Okay. So that's the first thing you do. Just have a new definition of trauma, because some people might think, oh, like trauma is just like something that's never ending and like my life is just over, I'm just gonna be this person. No, do not cook yourself, I'm begging you. Please, like, have a new definition of trauma in your mind and then start there, right? And in the middle of like, while you're like trying to figure yourself out, become a new person, you need to understand something. You are coming from a world that was constructed by people that were already living this world. And so now you've chosen to step into a new world. And the people in that world that they were living, that were traumatizing you, all these things, you need to understand this is what they do. Do not go for them to like heal you. Like, no. Anyone that's just on the rampage of causing pain to others and themselves, it's impossible to heal you. They don't know anything else. You can only have what you have. If you have pain, you can only receive pain. Like, you can only get pain. Like, you will be creating pain. Does it make sense? You can only have what you have. So if you have pain, you are only going to buy pain. Does that make sense? Like, because we all, like, as humans, we are the cause, and the outside world is the effect. So we are doing things, and then we're looking at the effects. Okay, so I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, what's going on? So I am causing some kind of peaceful interaction, and the effect is that, oh, the other person is responding to me peacefully, or, you know, something like that. So I hope you guys understand where I'm going with this. Capiche? Capitito? You know I always gotta say capitito though. But yes, okay. First, you redefine trauma. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to like understand the world you're coming out of. It may or may not try to like pull you back into the world. You know what I mean? Also, your body is like used to like this other world. So I made a video about like your coping mechanisms and stuff like that, and I explained like how your current version of you wants to still exist, And so it will try everything possible, whether it's like bringing up thoughts of like the trauma itself that you went through, like someone telling you you're just a bad person because you're wearing a shirt like this. How is this being a bad person? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just standing here in this, wearing this. Or if you're dancing, you're not serious, you don't know what you're doing with your life. Come on, come on. See, now I'm in a new reality, in a new world that I'm living in where it's safe to just wear this. It's safe to just dance. It's safe to just speak my mind because I was constantly silenced. Women are supposed to be quiet and this and this and that. Bro, I shrunk myself so small. I made terrible decisions. I made decisions as in like, oh, let me give this person a chance. Like, they're not, like, no. They kept cooking me and cooking me and cooking me and cooking me. And that's what I wasn't aware of. Like, I was traumatized and I was living in a loop of like causing pain to myself, attracting people that are just going to like speak to me in a certain way. Because first of all, I made excuses for like the people that were like manipulating me, telling myself, oh, they care about me, because I was brainwashed. I was brainwashed to believe if you're treated like this person cares about you. That's why they're talking to you in this manner. I have common sense. I know the difference between this and that. You don't use force to like get someone to do something or punishment because things are not happening how you want it to happen. There's no one way of doing things. You know? Oof. So guys, honestly, the best way I would just say is that if you want to heal you, if you want to like completely just like stop the rampage of like just living that life that's just you're constantly like doing the like causing things into your life that you don't want, you know, because you're just stuck in one condition, and that condition is like pain. You only know how to create pain because something terrible happened to you. Capitito, guys, capitito. It's very sad, to be honest. It's very sad to just even think about these things, bro. Like, some people can just go through like their whole lives and they're causing the same situations into like their world, and they don't know why it's happening. It's just like, oh, me and this person just fought, me and that person just fought. Meanwhile, they're tired of it, bro. Like, they just want love. Like, you have that like emotional rush which is so high, and then it just brings you down. And that's also another tactic that they use in like manipulating people or whatever it is. It's like they'll give you that rush of like feel good, and then they'll bring you down like that feel terrible, and they're in control of your like subconscious mind. Like, now you're dependent on them to feel good. Sometimes like because you're independent of them, you're depending on them to feel good. They're also able to bring you down. So like at the end of the day, you see that your life is just, you don't even know what you're doing with your life, bro. Like, you're just there and things are just happening, and you're not okay with it. You're not happy with the life you're living because you're constantly anxious, and you're not, like, your mind is dissociating, ruminating, bro. Like, your heart is always just unhappy, and you're on the go. Come on, guys, like, just think about it. Once you just start to tell yourself trauma is just an intense emotion that's just being put into my mind, and my body is receiving it as danger, then you're able to start your journey of like healing most of your traumas. And let me just say this, like, the best way you can maybe completely just get a grasp of how you're going to remove your trauma, which I'm not going to guarantee that like you're going to be able, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but this is what I do. So what I did was that like I had to tell myself like, okay, you're very traumatized, because I started to observe myself in certain areas. I started to like see, oh, okay, why do I feel so like stressed out when I'm around certain men? Because my body is tense and I'm like, oh, I have to behave this way because he might just say something to me that's just gonna make me feel bad, because I don't know. Or in the workplace where I feel like, okay, I'm the minority here, and so I need to like play small until like eventually like I can go up and all these things. So then I told myself, I was like, okay, this is what I'm noticing in these situations. What exactly can I do about it? So that's when I started to tell myself, okay, I need to learn everything that has happened to me, acknowledge that it has happened to me as well. Go back. I usually try to go back to like what led me to feel this way in the presence of this person, because I've never met this person ever in my life, but all of a sudden I feel very tense around them, you know? So then it just takes me back to like just constantly being put down by men, just growing up, and this whole superiority of like, oh, go to the back, you're like just being treated less than because you're just a woman. So it then makes you feel like you're worthless, there's no worth of you, and bro, it's just a whole bunch. So now I'm like, oh, that's where it stemmed from, because I don't know this person. Why am I so tense around them? So I've done that over and over and over and over and over with a lot of things, to the point where now I'm understanding it's a world of its own that was created like by whomever that wants to be in control, and the only way they can be in control is by controlling how others feel about themselves. So at any point in time, if you're ready to come out of like that loop or that world, one tool you can actually try to use is understanding that the whole like the trick that they use is that they need to make you feel bad. Because once you're low, they're able to like convince you of something, and then they'll feel good about themselves. But this is how you know you have so much power, because you need me to feel bad about myself so you can feel good about yourself. Come on, is everything okay? Like, is everything fine? Bro, no. You guys need to stay safe, for real. Like, bruh, I get it. I really get it, bro. Like, I know it's like a never-ending loop where you're just stuck in this world that you're not happy in. You're constantly like in pain, and the cognitive dissonance is so crazy, because you're like, no, but these people care about me. Like, they raised me. I did this with them. I traveled with this person, and this person gave me a flower or something like that. Bro, love is consistent. Love is consistent. Care is consistent. You don't just give me a flower and yell at me tomorrow. You know what it means to yell at someone. If you were yelled at, you would not like it. So don't come and give me no nonsense about, but you know, like, I'm just like that person. Bro, I'm like that too. I'm just going to just worry about myself, because love is consistent. Love is consistent. Repeat it with me. Love is consistent. You're not just nice to someone because you can get something from them, and then the moment you can't get something from them, all of a sudden you're just going to be so mean. So you see, in this moment, as they're being so mean to you because they're not getting what they want, your body is like holding itself, trying to protect itself, and it's like a rush of emotion, and that is like an intense emotion. That's an example of an intense emotion that's going to gush into your body, and it's going to stay there until, these days though, I'm very good. Okay, let me go back to until you start to realize that, okay, this is what's happening. This is how my body is responding to things. You're going to stop trying to like take anything that I don't want to use vulgar words, but crazy person is trying to like do to you. No way, no way. And one thing about it, because you were the one that they were using to escape their misery, they will always remember you. I'm telling you, they will always remember you, for real. Especially if you're kind and nice, they will always remember you. Bro, I'm telling you. On God, bro. So guys, just stay safe, take care of yourself, try to like find some like, I think every day try to work on yourself. Every day learn something about your mental health, your body, your being, who you are as like a human, why you were created, all these things. Like there's so many information. Just learn about like yourself. And also just remember and keep in mind, like the end goal is to like live in a world that feels good to you. Live in a world that feels good to you. Capitito, guys. That's the goal. See, that's the life I'm living now. I'm living in a world that feels good to me. And I can say that with my chest. I'm living in a world that feels good to me. Because I know for myself, I'm consistent with how I show up with people. And I'm going to tell you, bro, you keep talking to me like this, you keep treating me like this, you're not going to ever hear from me. I'll say it once, twice. Maybe sometimes I say it like once, or I say it twice or 3 times because I genuinely want a relationship with this person. And I'm going to try. Eventually, you see like my consistency is there. Like, okay, even when you're like doing this terrible thing to me, I'm literally showing up with you, trying to have a conversation and this and that. And it's a loop, bro. It's a loop. It's a never-ending loop. Their mind is just not the same. The conditioning, the way you're looking at it is not the same. It's not the same way they're looking at it, because they're like, oh, this person is never going to stop trying to be my friend. This person is going to this and that. I don't need to change. Bro, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. If that's the life you want to live, bro, do you. At the end of the day, it's love. No matter what, at the end of the day, it's love. I can still love you from here, but I'm not going to keep traumatizing myself. That's impossible. That's impossible. There's no way I'm going to keep traumatizing myself. For what? Bro, guys, love, always. Stay safe, and just keep in mind, there's a world that you want to live in, and it's a world that you want to be happy in every single day. Maybe you're watching this and thinking, oh, life is just up and down, this and that. Bro, my life is not like that. No way, because I understand what's going on. I understand the emotional push and pull that's making you feel like life is up and down. It's natural. It's our natural human state. Cool. Like, we're capable of getting pushed up, getting pulled down, getting pushed up. But I'm tired of it. I don't need to be feeling low because, for the smallest things too. For the smallest things too, bro. For the tiniest things. What? Because you like went to the fridge and you took out a bottle of water and you just put the water on the counter. Now someone is yelling at you, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Like, blah, blah, blah. Bro, come on, bro. Come on. You just think to yourself, like, if you do these kind of things, you just think to yourself, is this okay? How would you feel if it's done to you? Do you even like the emotional push and pull? At some point, you're going to get so tired of being around people like that. You will have no choice but to, like, just go somewhere to find some peace of mind. Because your body cannot take that much pain. Especially, like, I'm 30 years old, so I can just imagine, like, how long I've been dealing with this. My healing journey started, like, I really went hard on it to, like, 2018. And I never stopped. Ever since then, I've just been discovering, like, new information. And I've slowly, like detached from, or like I've set enough boundaries with family members and they know how to approach me. You know what I mean? Like, they know that, bro, if you want to yell or go crazy and then the next day say, oh, but I love you and this and that, I'm telling you this, I'm not going to engage with it. The old version of me would have been so scared to even say that, because my culture conditions me to say, to think like it's disrespectful to set boundaries. Imagine how fucked it is. It's disrespectful to set boundaries. You should just allow yourself for people to do whatever it is they want with you. Am I will to be doing that? Where is my self-worth? Come on. I hope you have a peaceful life, guys. Love.